We ready? Taking a look at page 33, 34. What kind of questions might you have come across? Yeah.
Oh, 7.
7, okay. That's the one that is negative 9z or 9x. This one?
Yes.
Is that the right one?
Yes.
Is that the right one?
Yes.
Cool. All right. And I gotta read the directions because, of course, I don't do that often. Solve the inequalities. Write the answers in interval notation. Okay. Talk to me. How are 9 and x being held together?
Multiplication.
Multiplication. So to undo that, we do division.
Yes.
And being I am dividing both sides by this negative, this sign has to flip over. So let's draw it on a number line. So if I add negative 3 right here, open dot, and this is going this way. So where's this starting to shade to?
Positive. On a negative.
Negative infinity. So if I want to write it as interval notation, read it left to right. Negative infinity to what?
Negative 3.
Negative 3. Round or square?
Round.
Round. Oh, it's square. Oh, it's square.
What do you mean it's square?
It's square, and that should have been a solid dot. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry. Because we had the equal sign in there. Huh? I know, I'm getting all goofy. What other questions might we have come across? Yeah?
12.
12? Number 12, x over 2 plus x over 10 is less than x over 6 minus 1. All right, so I have 3 denominators, correct? I have a denominator that's a 2, a 10, and a 6. Agree? What number do 2, 6, and 10 go into? Yeah. 30 is right. Good job.
Let's go.
What?
So I'm going to multiply each of these by 30 over 1. Wait, why is it 30? Because 10 goes into 30, 2 goes into 30, and so does 6. Yeah?
6.
Okay, go take care of it. Did it get on the chair or anything? Or? Okay. Alright. Why am I only multiplying the last one by 30 and not by 30 over 1? It's a whole number, right? Same thing. Cool. Alright, so that's going to give me 15x. That's going to give me a what? What does that give me right here? 3x. So plus 3x is less than 5x minus 30. Sweet. So that's going to combine like terms. So I have 18x over here, less than 5x, minus 30. Is that okay? How can I bring this over to the other side?
Divide it.
Am I going to divide it?
No, minus.
Subtract it. So definitely I'm going to subtract it.
So that's 13x.
So I'm going to subtract it from both sides. So I wind up with 13x is less than negative 30. And then the last step is divide each side by 13. Is that 13 negative?
No.
No. But my answer is negative, but notice my sign still stayed the same. Why did my sign stay the same if on the right side it was negative? What? Right, I did not have to divide by a negative to get x by itself, even though there was a negative on the other side. Okay? So if this would have been negative here, that would have flipped the sign. Alright, so this on a number line looks like this. You got, say, 0 here. What is that? Open dot going this way. Is that alright? So that's going to negative infinity. So what's my interval notation? Negative infinity. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Square or rounded? Rounded is right. We good? Any other questions? Yeah.
For 19.
19.
Is it continuous?
Oh, I don't know. What does 19 say? What does it say?
There are fewer than 115 planes left to take off the ice.
That's got to be discrete because you're not going to have a negative amount. Does that make sense?
I guess.
Well, you can't. So
I was just thinking if they're like counting up the days.
there's fewer than 150
That's pretty
airplanes at DIA to take off today.
That's pretty
Is that what they were saying?
115
115.
left to take off from
It's not
DIA.
popping your iPhone out.
So something like that.
It's not popping my
Yeah. So you're not gonna get. You're not gonna have like -3 planes, right? So once you get this down to 0, there's nothing more to do.
Maybe even like
Can't be like, oh, there's -1. Oh, there's -2 planes.
there's no black highlight.
That's stupid.
Well, then you wouldn't see it.
Make sense?
Maybe the best.
So basically, on a number line, this is going to go from 0, 115 up here. It's going to go like this. And this would actually be a solid dot here because once you're at 0 planes, there's no more planes to take off. Okay? Yeah.
What's the difference between discrete and
Oh.
continuous?
Discrete has like endpoints. So money in a bank is discrete. There's not an infinite amount of money. Temperature of an oven has got it. You know, I can't make an oven be, an infinite temperature. It's got a certain level it gets to. Temperature of just, outside. It can't get. Though we can get to negative numbers, there's a limit that we can get to. It's called 0 Kelvin, which is negative 373 Celsius. That's absolute zero.
Called
Kelvin is K-E-L-I-V-N. That was the guy who discovered absolute zero. That's where all molecular activity stops. So, yeah.
Okay. So how do you know if the number is discrete?
So discrete, you have endpoints. There's a limit to it. So,
What would the number be if it's discrete?
ask me a question on there.
14.
What does it say?
A high school student should have no more than 4 hours of homework.
Should have no more than 4 hours of homework. So high school student's not going to have negative hours of homework, right?
Right.
So that high school student will have from 0 to 4 hours worth of homework. So that would be discrete. It wouldn't be continuous.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, where is number 15?
It was not on there or
No,
no?
it was like completely erased.
Oh, cool. I wouldn't worry about it. Yep. The ones that are like forever are basically the ones just on a number line. Or if you said, yeah, that's discrete because you're going like this. You're doing something like that, so you have these endpoints. Okay. But if they say something like, the hottest you can ever have in your house is 85 degrees, though you can get to negative temperatures,
Hey, what's your girlfriend's
that
last name?
doesn't go forever negative. So that would, the coldest you could ever get your house is whatever the coldest temperature outside would be.
Wait, hold on. What school did she go to?
You still, that'd be really cold, but you still have it. But you're gonna get to a point, you can't get it any colder than 373, negative 373 C. That's absolute
Hey,
zero.
Jacob back here.
By theory, they
Mom's
haven't
girl.
proven it yet. They've gotten very close.
Right, cheerleader?
Damn.
Oh, she's a cheerleader.
Wait, when did you start dating her?
Are we good? Good in the hood? All right, guys and girls, make sure your name is on that, as well as anything else you might be passing forward.
I know who she is. My science.
Did you get it worked out?
Give me a high five.
On the hands at least? Good.
Why wouldn't you give me a high five? It's just so.
And also, coming out to you is last time's homework, so grab yours, pass on the rest.
That's a sign of. I actually don't know. Hey, Jacob.
All right.
Oh, I can't read lip.
Oh,
I got what you said.
wait, like, does she have to? My Nah, I'm playing.
I'll try to find out. I doubt it though.
My head hurts.
Wait, you said April 4th.
Is that
right?
three?
Okay.
Yes, he is. Jacob, how tall are you?
I'm 5'4".
5'4"?
I'm 5'6".
I was
Wait,
saying-
stand up. Stand up right now.
5'9".
I think I'm 5'6". No, I'm not 5'9".
Okay. If it makes a difference at the very end, I will make sure I put 4.
Good thing.
Ooh, that's close.
I'm taller than all of you. Aiden's
Aiden's a
taller.
little bit taller.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. So today,
Everything is just so small. Is your
No, that's actually not
you'll be all right. Everyone's got ink on something. You'll be fine. All right, we are gonna play a little around the room. So, who would feel comfortable to work this problem? All right, start here.
no. He went last time.
Yeah, but you know what? I got enough problems for everybody.
Beanie, you're terrible at drawing.
Okay, this is an equality. It's equal, yes?
Yes, sir.
So you just need to go and solve it. Take a look. You guys take a look at your pages. Try and figure out if the way that it's being done is correct.
If I combine both of these right here, we get an answer of 20.
Yep.
Plus 3p.
What can you tell me about both sides right now?
They both equal 0.
Right, so it's 0 equals 0. Is 0 equals 0 true or false?
False.
0 equal to 0?
No, it's true.
Yes.
It is. So how many solutions do you have?
2.
Infinite. True solutions. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a couple of you that are talking a little too much. Okay? I'm sorry that I'm trying to teach you a little bit of math. But we're going to go around the room and figure this out. So, this has infinite solutions because you came up with 3p plus 23 on one side, 3p plus 23 on the other side. So it gave you infinite solutions. Do you agree?
Yes,
All right.
Oh,
Good
wait,
job.
wait, don't take it out.
What did I do?
I have my hand up.
I don't know what we're doing.
Oh.
Oh, we're going to go here.
I'm doing it.
Ready? Can I switch?
Yes.
Yeah, baby. All right, this is also equal, so we're not graphing it on a number line. We're just trying to get a solution. If everything falls out and you get a true statement, it's infinite. If everything falls out and you get a false statement, it is false. So there's no solution. So it looks like we are subtracting 3 as a starting point. I like it. You might not have started there, but I think that's a good spot. Sweet. Now what? Yeah.
What's this? Do I add it or subtract it?
So you have a positive 2n that you want to bring over, right?
Oh, that's a 2?
I'm so confused. How did you?
Is that a 2 or a 7? I thought there was a 7.
It is a 2. There it
That's a
is.
2? Oh,
How did he get? Oh.
oopsie.
Cool. You start off to the side. Sweet. Do we agree or no? Yes or no? Well done. Yes. Talk to me.
What I did was subtract 2. Were you able to do that?
So you subtracted 2n first, brought it over here. Did you get the same result?
Yeah.
Cool. There's more than one way to do it.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Great job. Oh, we're gonna walk you through this one. All right. All right. So, quick question. We need a support. So this is the absolute value of b plus 12. Absolute value has how many answers?
2.
2. Okay. So that's a b. So you're gonna write b plus 12 equals 7, and then b plus 12. You got it? Yes.
I thought that was 6 plus 12.
My b's looking horrible. I'm sorry. It's a b. It should be a b.
It looks just like yours.
It looks like a b.
What do you mean?
It's like a 6.
The black one? The
Yeah,
black
I'm
B?
sorry, did it for you.
Your white ball
I did
had
capital B.
black
What's
ball
7
had
minus
You're
1?
fine. Just keep the b.
Oh, 6, bro.
I'm with you. Guys, girls, hush.
Alright.
Hush. You do have a quiz, or you have a test on this on Friday.
Yeah, 7.
Of course we do.
Wait, isn't it?
Negative?
You're gonna ace it though.
No, it's like
Isn't there no school on Friday?
I have full hopes.
My dad keeps saying there isn't school because the teacher's like,
B
don't even go
equals
What?
What's his wife?
I have
Whatever
school.
they want. I know, but
Five.
like,
Cool.
I don't know, I'm not gonna
Then
do my
minus
dad.
12 minus
Love it.
You do know my dad.
So there's the two answers. So, ladies and gentlemen, when you see this kind of question on a test or quiz, you have two answers to be given. I will tell you that on the last test we took, some of you would just give this answer and you missed half the points because you didn't do the whole problem. Okay, so please be cautious about it. Good job. Wait. Yeah. We're good? Alright, next problem. Oh, you can work?
I don't want to do
There you go.
Alright, I see. Alright, I can figure it out.
You got it? Cool.
I
Yeah.
think some highlighter got in my mouth.
Bro, you should put a cross on your forehead.
I'm not gonna be Simba today. Okay?
What kind of
I act like Simba almost every night. I have like my mom's boyfriend raising on me.
Hey, you're talking too much. You're talking too much. You're talking too much.
Sorry.
That's just my subtle hint to say, hush up.
Sorry, Miss what?
You know how to do it? Let's see. Can we add 10 to both sides? Just quick question. Don't do it yet. Can I add 10 to bring it over here? Hey, if this 10 wasn't there and it was just absolute value of x plus 3 equals negative 6, what's the answer got to be? False. There's no solution, right? But being you can add 10 to both sides, so go plus 10 plus 10. Cool. So what's negative 6 added to 10?
4.
4? Okay, so this will be a 4 right here. And then equals. And then go ahead and put the x plus 3 in absolute value still. Put that in absolute value signs, that sign. There you go. All right, so now we're going to have one equation over here is x plus 3 equals 4. And then you're going to make a second equation right here that says x plus 3 equals negative 4.
Why won't you subtract 3?
Because the simple thing to say is you take the least complex side and you make it alternating sides. So positive 4, negative 4, that's the least complex side. Yep, subtract 3. And that's the same exact thing on both. Good. Good. So what do we have over on this one? Oh, look at you, moving it down. Good job. Oh, yeah, it goofs on me too. 4 minus 3? 1. There's your first answer. And the second one, negative 4 minus 3 goes more negative, right? Yeah, buddy. Good job. Give me a sec to write that down, okay? Good job. How we doing? You working ahead? Okay, so real quick question. If I didn't have this over here, if this was gone, and I had absolute value of x minus 7 equals negative 4, what would the solution have to be? No solution. But what are you going to do to bring this over there? Divide by what? No, negative 2. So if you divide both sides by negative 2 first, keep the absolute value. So divide both sides by negative 2 first. And because you're doing that, that's going to allow you to have a positive feature on the right-hand side of the problem, which means the solution can indeed exist. Okay, so go ahead and write x minus 7. Put that in the absolute value. And what is negative 4 divided by negative 2?
2.
Positive 2, yeah. So that's going to totally work. Okay, so let's make two equations. One about here, so x minus 7 equals 2. And then let's make another one right over here. Minus 7 equals negative 2. So you change the side that is adding 7. Sweet. X is equal to 9. There's one answer right there. And then work out that second one. Negative. Positive 5, right? Sweet. Yeah, boy. Oh, $20, man. Thanks. We're working that bad boy out. Ryan, remind me to unmark you because I'm recording. So cool. We have both answers. How do you feel? You like it? Get it? Why there's two answers? That's the value, right? It's a distance. You want to try to get it?
I don't know. I just
You got it? Oh, Oliver, we can totally nail this one.
Dave, would you shut up?
All right. So we want some guidance on this one. So let's just talk about what this problem is. So v equals pi times r squared times h. So pi, r squared, and h are all being held together by multiplication. So Oliver, what is the opposite function of multiplication? Division. So what you want to get pi by itself, right? So what do you think I need to divide to move over? Go ahead, Oliver. I want this by itself, so what do I have to move over?
R squared.
Yep, so you divide both sides by r squared h. And then will you show that this is canceling out here and leaving you a pi? So just put pi down here. That's fine. Looks perfect. I love it. I love it. Equals. And then here's your whole answer right here. So rewrite that right down there. Get it? Yeah, buddy. Great job. Cool. Thank you. It's a little different, isn't it? But you guys are doing the lessons looking good.
Yeah, so it's just.
All right. All I need you to do on this one is write it in interval notation for me, please. Ooh, okay. So let me ask you this. We are starting at -3. You still with me? Where is that arrow pointing to? It's pointing that way. Shh. What? Higher. So where's higher in math? 4. And what's really big? 3, 4, 5, 6 keeps going. Infinity, right? So maybe make that little infinity sign right here. Perfect. Love it. All right. All right. Shh. Hang on. Am I including the -3? Is it a solid dot? No. So it's going to be a rounded bracket. So put a rounded bracket right here. And then it starts at -3, comma. And where's it going to? And then that's a rounded bracket. And it's always rounded bracket at the infinities because we can't ever get there. You just nailed it on interval notation. Good job.
I don't know how to write.
Ready? Sweet. Same exact idea. But we're going, looks like we're shading the opposite way. Agree? So where is this going to? Where is this going to? Where am I pointing to go to? Negative. Okay, so make it negative infinity over.
Wait.
You're good? Okay, I got you. Keep going.
Oh, is that right?
Yes. What are you going to put first? Yes. Comma. Yes. Square or rounded? Square. Yes. That's it. Love it. All right, so a few things. Why did the negative infinity come first? Why did the negative infinity come first, everyone? Yeah, you read it from left to right. So if you're reading that left to right, going from negative infinity to 3, you have a square bracket on the 3 because it's a solid dot. Ready?
0
Is that a solid dot or an open dot?
It's open dot. So no.
Open dot. Okay, so there's an open dot, so it's definitely not a square. Where's that pointing to go to? Yes? Okay. Shh. Rounded or square? I like it. Yeah. Round. Perfect. That's it. It's rounded because it's a solid. It's open dot. Okay. Good job. All right, so two things on this. I want you to graph it. So you'll have to solve this first, then graph it, and then put it in interval notation. Shh. Try it on your own, please. Try it on your own, please. Yep. Yep. And then you can write that off to the right side so you have room, okay? Or down below, it doesn't matter. Okay, I like it. I like it. So if we're going to graph it on that number line, that black number line, how would you make it? Is it going to be an open dot or a closed dot at 16?
Open dot.
Open dot, so just put a 16 somewhere on there, doesn't matter where. Okay, and you said open dot. Am I going to shade it to negative infinity or to positive infinity? I want values that are less than 16. Less than 16, so 15, 14, 13, 12. So negative. So make a negative infinity on your line. And then show the shading going to the left. It's perfect. I love it. I see it. I love it. Make the shading go left. Okay, and then fill in the arrow with the shading as well. All right, now we're going to read that from left to right. So where are we starting to the left? Negative infinity, good. So rounded, negative infinity. There you go. Comma. What are we going up to? Okay, do we include 16? Is it open or closed dot? Open, so do we include it? No. Okay, so 16. And then it's got to be what kind of bracket then if you don't include it? Rounded, you don't include it. There you go. Good, you had the bigger of the problems. Good job. All right, Ryan, coming to you.
Dang, I don't know how to. I already solved like most of it. I don't know how to do one part though.
Okay, we're going to walk you through it. Don't worry, we're not going to bury you.
Alright.
Okay, so hang on. Don't write anything down yet. Let's talk about this real quick. A big error a lot of students will make on this problem, so don't write anything down yet, Ryan. A lot of people want to add these together. You're going to distribute the 5 here and here. Is it 5 or negative 5 that I'm distributing, though? Negative 5. So, Ryan, do me a favor. Write 2x down here. Cool. All right, ready? Negative 5 times 2x. So what's negative 5 times 2?
Negative 10x.
Negative 10x. Awesome. All right, and then negative 5 times negative 7. So negative.
Positive 35.
Oh, you got it. So put plus 35. And then make this sign here right next to it. So less than or equal to. And then negative 10. Sweet. Cool. All right. Question for everybody. I have these two like terms, so what should I do? What do I get if with 2x and negative 10x? So it's minus what?
Negative 8x.
Negative 8x. So down here, just write negative 8x so we have some room. Plus 35, right next to it. And then you're less than or equal to negative 10. Sweet. All right, how do we get, help Ryan out. How do we get there? Where do we go?
Subtract 35.
Subtract 35. Awesome.
Oh, my bad.
You're good. I see what you're doing. Yeah, gotcha. All right, and then kind of make room over here. You're okay. So negative 8x. 45. Okay, and then put a little x in there if you
Oh,
would.
yeah.
It's okay. All right, divide both sides by negative 8. You're going to have a fraction, but I'm totally going to help you. Just make it a fraction. So it's going to be x is less than, or, oh, wait, you're divided by negative. What happens to the sign?
You flip.
It flips. So right over here, write x, and then make sure that sign's flipped. Flip that sign. There you go. Everyone take note that that sign flipped, and then write 45 over 8.
Positive or?
Yeah, it's going to be positive because it was negative over negative, right? You can just put a plus out front. Perfect. All right. So what you can do is come up to your number line, just put a tick mark on it, anywhere.
Check mark?
It's just a tick, like,
Oh.
okay, and you're just going to write underneath it 45 over 8. That doesn't matter that you don't know exactly where it's at, but 45 over 8 looks perfect right there. Okay, is it solid or open?
It's solid.
It's solid, so make a solid dot there. And I want values that are larger than that. So is it going to go to the right or to the left?
It's gonna go to the left. Or no, it's gonna go to the right.
Go to the right, so shade this way to the right. You got beautiful shading skills. Cool? Hey, where's this going to then if it's going to the right? That's an infinity. I love it. All right, so now we're going to write interval notation. So where are we starting? We're going to read it from left to right. Where are we starting from?
45/8.
Yep, so 45/8. Put it right here on the line.
Oh wait, no, you do bracket, right?
It's square bracket. You're perfect. Yeah, because it's a solid dot. Over 8. Love it. And then comma, infinity, and that'll be your rounded bracket, and you got it. Sweet. Good job. Yeah. Okay. I'll get you a thing. For a second. All right, ready, Joy? All right, Joy. Woo. Woo. Okay. Can we get there? Okay, she's coming right now. Yeah, because she just got one that said escort and the person walked out.
Oh, yeah.
Duh. All right. And I write down your. Cool. Thanks, guys. Joy, how you doing? I'm sorry, I ignored you.
It's okay.
What do you think you should do? Yeah, buddy. All right, I like it. I like it. Sign stays the same, right? Because we just subtracted. All right, what are you going to divide both sides by, Joy? Just negative 8. Because you want the x by itself. Okay, divide by. Joy, you, and just bring this next step down here. So x, put an x down here. Cool. Joy, you just divided by a negative. So what's going to happen to this sign? Going to flip. So go ahead and flip it this way. Yeah, there we go. Negative 16 over negative 8 is positive 2, right?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. So put a tick mark somewhere on this line and call it 2. Is it a solid dot or an open dot? Solid. Okay. And I want values that are bigger, so is it going to right or left? Right. So where's that number going to? Infinity. I love it. So go ahead and do your interval notation. Is it square or rounded? Square. Okay. Starting at 2, comma, going to. And infinity always has a rounded bracket. Awesome. Job. Ready? Now we're going to get you through it. Oh, man, I gave you the fraction one. All right, I'm sorry. We're going to walk you through it, though. You ready? Where do you think I should start, or you should start? Cool, perfect. Perfect. Totally perfect ways. Now, some of you are like, oh, you could have cleared the fraction. You're right, but this would work as well. So go ahead and like squeeze down here 3 over 7x. So put 3 over 7x right next to it. There you go. X greater than. All right. Ooh, okay. Ready? This is the big move. I'm going to multiply both sides times 7. Is that okay? So that means over here I have 3x. So that's 3x over here. So the 7's cancel. So 3x greater than 21. Now what do you do? Divide by 3. Good. So x is greater than 7. Love it. All right. Somewhere on this line, put a 7. Is it going to be open or a closed dot? Do I have an equal sign? It's open. Perfect. Am I want values bigger or smaller than 7? Cool. So I'm going right. So where's that going to? Infinity. And rounded. And oh, you nailed it. Mr. Sterb, I'm going to screw up on you. I think you got an A+++ there, kiddo. Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah, baby. All right. So take a look at this problem that's up there. Everyone notice that there are a total of 3 fractions on this problem. Agreed?
Agreed.
So what number does 2, 4, and 8 all go into? 8 is appropriate. 12 doesn't work. Now some of you are going, what about 24? 24 will work as well, but if you multiply each thing by 8 over 1, it's going to cancel nicely for you. Ready? So multiply this by 8 over 1, 8 over 1, 8 over 1. So this first one looks like 2 goes into 8 4 times, so 4 times 5 is? So that would go in there, so 4, 20, yeah. Plus? 4 goes in 8 how many times? Twice. That's 6, good. Less than? Oh, you don't have an X there. Then if you flip it over, you can use an eraser on it. Just flip it upside down. There you go.
Oh, that's sick.
Pretty magical. Oh. And then that's 1. Perfect. All right. Subtract 6 from both sides. And then let's down here, we'll write it. So we got 20x. Just so we have room. It's less than -5. Divide both sides by 20. And then write it over here. X. Sign stays the same. -1/4. Put a 1 on top. Flip it over. 1 on top. There you go. That's it. All right, so put a tick mark somewhere on this. Okay, put -1/4 underneath it. Is it an open or a closed dot? Open, so put an open dot there. I want values that are less, so I'm going left. Cool. Where's that going to? Cool. Yep. Love it. -infinity to. And rounded. Nailed it. Good. Thanks for being a champ with the fractions, man. All right. Ooh, okay. We're going to help you on this. A team score between 8 and 12 points. A team score between 8 and 12 points. So these have 2 endpoints on it, agree? So do me a favor. Put a tick mark here and a tick mark here. Okay. What do you think goes here? What do you think goes here? Perfect. Put a solid dot on each. Yep. A team score, or actually an open dot on each. Yeah, I'm sorry. I can't read my own writing. Okay, so ready? This is a discrete thing. It ends. So we have a rounded parenthesis 8, rounded bracket 8, rounded bracket 8, comma, rounded bracket, or 12, rounded bracket. Done. Dude, you are awesome. Yeah. All right. All you need to do is you need to pick if this is discrete or continuous. So it says a store can't have more than 200 people. Now let me ask you this. Can a store have a negative amount of people in it? No. It's like, hey, I'm going to go to the store. Hey, there's -6 people here. That's dumb, right? So do you think that I'm counting so I have a limit, or this goes on forever? I have a limit, so it's got to be discrete. Circle it. Oh, yeah, you have the top one. Oh, not much, man. Good job. All right, you ready? So what's goofy about this one, other than it's an N? It's turned around, right? So what I would do with this problem is maybe over here go N over 3, flip the sign over is less than 5. And then put a less than 5. So all you did is you just flip the whole thing over. So now it'll tell you which way to shape. So how are N and 3 being held together? What do you think? It's division, so multiplication. So multiply 3 and 3. Yep, multiply both sides by 3 and 3. How far did you get? Really?
Anthony, come here.
Cool. We actually gotta go. So hey, ladies and gentlemen, great job. Great job. Sorry we didn't get you, Aiden. Hey, your homework tonight is gonna be page 35, 36, okay? Page 35 and 36.
That's tonight's and then 2 other.